ChatGPT is free to use, so why are millions of people, including me, still paying for Grammarly Pro subscription in 2026? Honestly, a few months ago, I asked myself the same question, but then Grammarly completely changed their entire platform. They stopped being just a spell checker and quietly turned into a full AI workplace that does things ChatGPT absolutely cannot do. Today, I am going to give you a brutally honest Grammarly Pro review. I am going to show you exactly how the new AI engine works. I am also going to tell you why the AI detector is mess and why this might be a massive privacy risk for your data. So let's get started. Grammarly isn't an extension anymore. It's a full AI workplace. If you open a new Grammarly editor, you immediately notice the sidebar is completely changed. It's now split into a massive suite of AI agents. Let's break down exactly what these do, starting with our core writing assistants. First up, we have AI chat. Instead of opening a new tab to use ChatGPT, you just tell Grammarly what you need right inside your document. You can ask it to draft email, outline a blog post, or brainstorm titles. But writing the first draft is easy part. Where Grammarly actually shines is editing. The Grammarly proofreader is still the best in the business. It catches advanced typos, missing commas, and subtle context error that other AIs miss. If you write a clunky, confusing sentence, you just need to click on the paraphraser and instantly gives you a completely different way to rewrite it. So it sounds more punchy and professional. Now here is where it gets crazy. Grammarly added new features called expert review. You can literally tell the AI to read your document from perspective of a CEO, a tech journalist, or a legal expert. It will look at your logic and tell if your argument is actually convincing. Combining that with a reader reaction, which act like a mind reader. Before you hit send, it automatically predicts how your audience will feel. It will literally warn you if your email sounds too aggressive or your intro is too boring. But my absolute favorite Grammarly feature is Humanizer. Let's be real, we all use AI to write something, but AI generated text sounds too robotic. It constantly uses annoying buzzwords. The Grammarly Humanizer scans your text, rips out of those buzzwords, and rewrite it to sound more like a human being. If you want to rank on Google or not sound like a bot to your boss, this feature alone is worth the pro subscription. Now let's talk about the second half of the sidebar, the integrity tools. If you are a student, a researcher, or a professional writer, this is your safety net. We all know AI hallucination and makes up fake facts. Grammarly new fact checker is scan every claim you make against a massive database. If you type a wrong statistics, it flags it and gives you correct data. And if you need a cite to that data, you just click the citation finder. Formatted APA or MLA citation, so no more manual formatting. Then we have the heavy hitters, the AI detector and the plagiarism checker. Grammarly scans your work against billions of web pages to make sure you haven't accidentally copied someone else's work. And it tells you exactly what percentage of your text is likely AI generated. These tools can protect you from getting penalized by Google or failing a class. And speaking of class, if you are a student, the AI grader is basically a cheat code. You upload your teacher rubric and Grammarly grades your paper before you turn it in, telling you exactly what to fix and how to get an A. Let me show you exactly why I use Grammarly Pro instead of ChatGPT for my daily work. Here is a paragraph I generated with ChatGPT. As usual, it sounds robotic, wordy, and boring, and hope it doesn't make up or make it worse. But in Grammarly, watch this workflow. I highlight the text, I click on paraphraser to make it punchier, then I hit the humanizer button. Within 3 seconds, it strips out all annoying AI buzzwords and rewrites them to sound more like an actual human being. Then I realize I need to source this claim. I just click on the citation finder and boom, it automatically grabs the source link and formats it. This exact workflow takes me 5 minutes in ChatGPT and 15 seconds in Grammarly. This is what you are paying for. But I promise you, I wouldn't sugarcoat this. Grammarly Pro is expensive and it has some major flaws you need to know before you put in your credit card details. First, privacy. Only on your browser, you are giving third-party company permission to read every keystroke you type. While they claim its data is secure, if you work in healthcare, handle strict NDAs, or deal with classified government data, do not use Grammarly. It's a massive security risk for a highly sensitive information. Second, the AI detector is basically broken. Grammarly makes this a premium feature to protect you, but in my testing, it fails 70% of the time. It constantly flags normal human being writing as AI generated just because it's too well structured. And it completely misses advanced models like ChatGPT 4o. For your job, it would give you full sense of security. Here's the final verdict. Should you buy Grammarly Pro in 2026? If you write a casual text message or a occasional Reddit post, no. Save your money, just use the Grammarly free version. If you are a professional, a freelancer, or a student whose income and GPS depend on your writing, Grammarly Pro is an insurance policy that you cannot afford to skip. Now the most important question. Should I use Grammarly instead of ChatGPT? Yes, ChatGPT can provide, but the workflow is exhausting. Copying your text, opening a new tab, prompting the AI, fixing your robotic tone and passing it back. Doing 30 times a day kills your productivity. Grammarly Pro works inside your email, your Google Doc, and your browser, fixing everything with one click. And while protecting you from plagiarism and AI detection. If you want to save hours of editing time every single week, it absolutely worth the upgrade. If you are ready to try it out, make sure to use Grammarly link in our video description below. It's an affiliate link, which means it helps our channel at zero cost to you, and it will lock the best available discount they are currently offering. Drop a comment below if you have any question related to Grammarly Pro new features. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.